That's a 10 ring and a half.
So basically all today is the beginning campaign for bow content. Turkey season is a week away from tomorrow, and I've got a ton of cool stuff planned for turkey season. A little spoiler, I'm gonna do some spot and stalk on the ground with the bow. I think that could be a very, very cool idea. Don't know how it's gonna work though, but we're gonna see anyway. But before you can start with any cool ideas and plans, you have to practice, which is the whole point of today, is just kind of like an opener for some fun practices. I'm going to start doing weekly full videos, probably 2 a week, of just field work, tips, tricks, and practice, which I feel like is the most important thing. If you're a bow hunter, you understand what I'm talking about. Just things to build confidence and put myself out there a little bit. So I was over there helping a friend of mine with his bow, getting it sighted in, some stuff like that. You've probably seen him on my channel before. I have him linked to my main channel page if you want to go check him out. It's Hammer Time Outdoors with Garrett Leonard. He's a good friend of mine, and I was just helping him out with his bow, getting it sighted in and all that stuff. So I'll show you some clips and some footage of that. And I'm just gonna shoot out here at 20 and 30 yards and try for some good groupings and maybe get into some cool little commentary stuff. So enjoy. Okay, let's try it for 20 yards a couple of times. That was good. So a couple of things is like, I get comments about this sometimes, is like all my little movements and mannerisms that I have. I think that's the right word. The reason I do that so frequently is because that's the consistency part of precision shooting. In any sport, you have to have consistency. So that's the answer to that question. Yeah, that's pretty good at 20. And if anybody has been around my videos for a long time, they know that I like to shoot just a little high at 20 and 30 yards. That way I can hold even more dead on further out. That's just my preference though. There's probably some people who are like, no, that's a terrible idea, but that's how I do it. 20 again. And also whenever, me particularly, whenever I'm getting ready for turkey season, I take practice quite a bit more seriously on the precision aspect of things, because I feel like you have to be a lot more accurate of a shooter whenever you're turkey hunting, because the target is smaller. So the old saying, aim small, miss small, I really repeat a lot because I feel like it is very important, especially in bow shooting. And also, for the record, I'm not the best bow shot out there. There are people way better than me, but I feel like I'm not terrible. So whenever I give tips and stuff, it's really just to help like the common outdoorsman, sportsman, hunting enthusiast, you know, the everyday bow hunter die type. Aiming for that die right there. I feel like that's pretty good. I'm gonna go ahead and play the clips from over there at Garrett's house this morning, so stay tuned for that and hopefully you'll enjoy or learn something.
How many pins you got on here?
I got 7 pins. I got 7 pins. I can shoot up to 80 yards.
Holy cow.
Yeah, I do not recommend, however, shooting up to 80 yards, especially when you're turkey hunting, but that's just my preference.
Because you want to shoot shorter distance with turkeys.
Yes.
Because you have a smaller place to aim.
Exactly. Turkey hunting with a bow for me is challenging. I've shot many turkeys and not found them, just because like broadhead choice, anything like that can affect pretty much everything. Whew. No, but I love turkey hunting. I love turkey hunting with a bow. The only thing is like you're aiming for something about the size of my fist. You know what I mean?
So basically something smaller than a deer.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you gotta be very precise. Like this right here. That's a dead turkey at 20 yards right there.
Yep.
No problem.
Sir.
Yeah. That's clean. But basically, pretty sure the majority of people know this. There's 3 major ways you can aim on a turkey with a bow. The best way, of course, is forward facing or facing away from you. As if the turkey's facing away from you, shoot right in the back anywhere pretty much. They'll fall. And then if they're facing you, where the beard enters the body. But from the side, that's where I always get confused, because they say you're supposed to aim where the legs enter the body, or around in there, but you can't always see. Yeah. Especially if they're strutting.
Exactly, because their feathers
so
are covering down.
You gotta aim, like, you know the white part of their wing?
Yeah.
You gotta aim right
at the crease.
Yeah, pretty much. I don't know, it's frustrating sometimes. That's why you typically just take a shotgun and blow their head off. That's probably what's gonna happen to me. I'll probably take the bow out once, miss the turkey, throw the bow on the ground, pick up the 12 gauge, and go to town like that. But I think some spot and stock with the bow stuff would be pretty cool.
Yeah, I think it would too.
I'm gonna aim for one of the super, super small dots.
All right.
I don't know where that hit. I think it was a little to the right. But yeah.
So what kind of bow are you using?
This is a Matthews Z7 Extreme. An old bow. I don't remember quite when it was in production, but it was in production quite a long time. I got this bow from my dad. And he's had it pretty much my whole life.
Yeah.
I'm a Hoyt guy. I like Hoyt, but Matthews, you can't go
There's
wrong
his
with
Matthews, and there's my Diamond Archery.
Diamond Archery. I like Diamond Archery too. I have a Diamond Archery bow also.
That's actually my first ever bow that I got, is a Diamond Archery.
All right, so that's the dot I was aiming for, and I just missed to the right of it.
So the broadhead would cover that.
Oh yeah, so that's something too that's actually, I feel like, is very important. So some people, there's 2 different types of bow shooters. There's the, oh man, that's good enough, which is kind of like me in a way, but there's also like the, oh no, I was 2 centimeters off. That's not good enough. But you also got to think, I use inch rage hypodermic. You know, like the broadhead blade's gonna cover that distance, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So always take into account when you're shooting, if you have to have those dime-sized groupings, just know that you might be able to spread it to a quarter, because your broadhead is gonna cover that.
Cover some of the
Yeah, exactly.
miss.
So don't get too stressed out when you're shooting, because I have a lot of friends who are like that. They'll shoot all day and hit the bullseye, and as soon as they have one shot out here, oh, I'm done with the bow. You got to build confidence. You got to keep your confidence. Don't over practice.
All right. So I dared Luke to see if he could hit this on my target, and we're gonna see if he can hit that little O, that little yellow O right there. So, do you think you can?
We'll see.
All right. Stay tuned. He's got 2 shots, no practice shot.
That's a one and done right there. Gosh.
Oh, buddy.
Oh, I hit it.
There's no way you can hit the yellow.
Oh, that's a heck of a grouping right there.
Yes, sir.
I love that. Oh, I love that.